sit down there.
Yeah. Mm. Okay.
So just start from the beginning.
That's cool.
Explain it like you're explaining it to an alien.
Yeah. Hello, my name is John.
The internet is a weird place. You can find anything and anyone. It has bought awful things.
Can you imagine? Go out of my freaking streams if you're like freaking against it, you freaking piece of shit. Oh my God!
Tweeted accusations at McCann's approximately 400 times.
What to do? Oh!
Sierra received death threats as a result.
Want to take it a whole new level? Then fine! You can go! Get out!
I think we're getting swatted.
Put your hands up! Get your hands up!
But it's also brought great things too.
Captain Moore first set out to raise £1,000. When I sat down with him, the total was an extraordinary 13.5 million.
I'm gonna be a grandpa! Lights with 2 in 1 round! That's insane!
The online gaming community has exploded in the last few years. Videos, streams, esports, Twitch, YouTube, you can't escape it. Thousands of kids with controllers in their hands and microphones on their heads, playing games until their heart's content. The problem is, when you're at home, talking down the end of one microphone, you don't know who is on the other side.
People don't really understand it until you actually see it coming at you in a wall of flame.
They don't care about Black Lives! They say Black Lives Matter!
They came and antagonized us. We were protesting peacefully.
They don't care!
The new outbreak of COVID-19 may not be possible to contain.
National lockdown across the UK, streets deserted.
With coronavirus, globally more than 600,000 people are known to have died from the virus.
It's going to disappear. I'll say it again. But it's going to disappear.
You've got the Unabomber, you've got Don't Fuck with Cats, and then you've got this. So I've been an avid gamer forever now. Basically, my brother would get a console every year for Christmas, and then I would pretty much just get me the hand-me-down console. So due to coronavirus, obviously we've got a lot of time on our hands. So me, my friend Matt, Jason and Luke, we basically started our own YouTube channel, which we called the John Pound. And because of this, I've basically been recording all of the games and then editing them together and uploading them to YouTube.
Let's push here.
Going in.
Luke. One's down.
Hell yeah.
Right, don't rush in too much, guys. This is the final ring.
Yes!
Yes! What a jump.
We don't have many subscribers or viewers. It's basically just us. So one day, me and my girlfriend Emily, we get really, really drunk.
Putting your dick in the camera hole, play.
And about 1 a.m. she passes out. And then I decide I'm gonna go play Call of Duty.
We're halfway there, keep fighting.
They've just started this new season, so they've basically released a new gun, which you have to unlock by playing the game a lot. And I decide in my drunken state that I'm just going to stay up all night and I'm just going to keep playing until I unlock it. So I'm playing not my best because I'm intoxicated. And then I meet him. Jeffrey Epstein.
The disgraced financier Jeffrey Epstein is dead.
Did he kill himself? Was he killed?
By this time, everyone knew who Jeffrey Epstein was because the Netflix documentary had just came out. And watching that, you could see this was a really fucked up name to have, to be quite honest with you. So on Xbox, your gamer tag had to be unique to you. So that basically meant if your gamer tag was already taken, you had to change it, add numbers on the end. And obviously Xbox has been around since 2002, Xbox Live was, so a lot of the names had already been taken. So it's really rare you would actually find just a simple name without a lot of numbers and things on the end. So when I saw his name pop up, I was a bit surprised. It was like he made the gamer tag before anyone else. So I take a picture of the name and I send it to my friends. I thought it was a bit funny. And then on Xbox Live, you really rarely play against the same people again. Normally it's randomized and there's thousands of hundreds of thousands of people playing at the same time. So the chances of bumping into the same guy twice is quite rare. But I guess at 3 o'clock in the morning, there's only a certain group of people playing. And he pops up again. So funnily enough, I'm actually kicking ass on this game that we're playing, and that means that my name keeps on popping up on the side of the screen, and I think this is what basically grabbed his attention. He starts mentioning my name.
Enemy movement.
And it wasn't long before he started insulting me.
Enemy movement.
And it wasn't long until after that I started insulting him back. And then just as the game came to an end, he said one really weird thing.
Jon Rigby.
Now this really stuck with me because I don't know how he would know my surname. If you look onto my account, you can't see that information. If you type my gamertag into a gamertag website or into Google, you also can't find that information. So anyway, the game ends and I try and join another game as quickly as possible so I can match with him again, so I can get into the same game with him again. But I didn't. So I immediately quit that game and then started another one, just in hopes that I'd find him again, and it didn't work again, so I just kept quitting and kept joining again and again and again. He was gone. So I play a couple more games and he's on my mind. And then when I start the next game, someone else gets my attention. Jeff Epstein. Now, I'm assuming this guy is just someone who liked the documentary on Netflix and is trying to cause a bit of a joke. I play with him and he doesn't say anything, he doesn't do anything. I think he's just someone who watched the documentary. But this pushes me to the edge and I have to find out who this guy is. So Call of Duty has the ability to look through the last 200 people you played against. So I start to scroll and have a look through him. And now it's 4 o'clock in the morning and I'm scrolling and scrolling and trying to look for Jeffrey Epstein, but his name is just not coming up. I'm starting to wonder if I played against more than 200 people, but that can't be true. He's really gone. So the following day I tell my friends and they explain to me that there's a feature on Call of Duty where you can create a display name. So you'll have your own original gamer tag which is unique to you, but then you'll have a display name which can be anything, which anyone can use as many times as they want, and that's the name that everyone else will see. And you can make this name whatever you want. So Jeffrey Epstein isn't his gamer tag, it's his display name. So now I gotta find out where his gamer tag is, and I have no idea where to start. Then I remember, on the group chat, the picture I originally took. In front of your gamer tag, you can put a group of letters in front of your name, which basically shows what clan you're in. So a group of players can have the same clan, and everyone will know that they're a part of the same group of people. So I'm looking at this picture, and then I notice the group of letters in front of his name. XNIL. So then I return to the list of 200 players, and it isn't long until I find who I'm looking for. Same clan tag, same banner. Prime Gavin. Gotcha. So I sent him a message. I found you. So a few days pass and nothing happens of it. I assume he was just a drunk like me, trying to have a bit of fun. Then over the next few days, I started to get phone calls. And I ignored most of them. I sent them a text saying that I had got a new phone and who was it and what did they want, but I didn't get any reply. Then the calls started to become more and more often, and then they started calling at stupid o'clock in the morning. And then when I answered, I would say hello, and they would just hang up 2 seconds later. This is the third call we've had this morning. It was getting really frustrating, but I didn't actually link what was happening yet until this happened. Gavin? I woke up a few mornings later with a voice call on my phone. I played it. I was pretty sure at this point Gavin was stalking me. Now I was getting pretty worried at this point because I've seen plenty of videos on the internet of people pranking people.
Making me mad. I'm gonna shoot my mom. I'm gonna blow up the building.
Swatting was a term created when a streamer would be playing and someone watching the stream would somehow find out his address.
There are 4 cops in Jordan's room right now.
Really? No fucking way.
Yeah.
And they would call in a bomb threat or a terrorist threat, and it would cause an armed response to come to the kid's door.
Put your hands up! Put your hands up! Get on the ground! Get on the ground! Get on the ground! There's one in the corner. Put your hands behind your back. Hands on your back! Yeah! Do it now.
So they'd be sat at home playing whatever game, streaming to thousands of people, and a SWAT team would burst in through the door.
And the big sheriff guy comes over and he's like, "Who's Curtis?" And like when he said that, I was just like...
It's quite a difficult thing to explain to the police.
I'm live streaming, if you know what that is. My address got leaked to the internet, and there's been takeaways, taxis, everything, and now this. I
don't really know who would be that fucked up to do something like that, but I was pretty worried at this point. So I started searching on message boards and Facebook groups to see if anything was mentioned about me. I was just expecting my name to appear on something, some watch list or something. But then I received a card in the post. It was a birthday card, and considering my birthday was 6 months ago, it was a little weird. Inside the message says, "To Jon, happy birthday. Have a lovely day. From 7. And then the 7 was easily translated as the 7th letter of the alphabet, which was obviously G. So it was from him. And that wasn't even the scariest part. To Jon, happy birthday. Have a lovely day. P.S. I hope Emily is doing okay." So at this point, I'm pretty terrified. But what a joke, right? You just insult someone on the internet and then they start messing with you. I was super paranoid. I wanted to tell everybody, but at the same time, I was really embarrassed. So I didn't really know what to do. I didn't want to sound crazy. So I told a few of my mates. They didn't believe it either, but we decided to do some research and try and find out who this guy was. Then one day I get a link from Luke. So he's been searching, rather than just searching for the guy's name, he was searching for the clan tag. and he links me to Reddit. A guy called James made a post on Reddit which basically warned people away from anyone who used the clan tag 4xnil. He said that he once argued with one of them on the internet, and then loads of really strange stuff started happening. He said he started to receive letters in the post and emails and phone calls and these really stupid and childish letter combinations and riddles. They just really started messing with his life. And at the end of the post, the final line was, "Don't mess with Gavin. He's the fucking devil." Now, a few people have replied and responded, explaining similar situations that happened to them. So I private messaged James asking what happened. Was it still going on? Did he manage to stop it or what?
Me and a couple of friends were playing Halo on PC. And we ran into these guys. They were super aggressive, shouting at us. Then when we beat them, we ended up sending them loads of messages. We were being really horrible to them. And then a few days later, we just kept receiving phone calls. Then we started to get stuff in the post, letters and packages. Then one of my friends gets added by one of these guys on Facebook. He sends them a video outside his house. Another friend had CCTV and caught an image of someone just stood outside his house for ages. One of the girlfriends found out, she got really scared, she ended up leaving him. The big thing was when one of our friends was in a car crash. He had his brakes tampered with and ended up breaking his arm. He called the police and explained the whole situation, but had no way of finding out who these guys were or had any evidence connected them with what happened.
And he told me it went on for a few weeks. And then one day he joined his game on Xbox Live. He went against him and he won. And then from that day onwards, they just stopped tormenting him.
I joined him. I played against him and won. But this time I didn't say anything. I just quit. And then after that, it was just all over. Just like that. It's almost as if they stopped because I beat them on a video game, which obviously sounds ridiculous. But the whole situation was ridiculous. Maybe they just forgot about us, got bored. Maybe they didn't. Maybe everything wasn't even connected. Maybe it was all just one big coincidence. Who knows?
Now, he doesn't know to this day whether it was because he beat them on Xbox Live that they stopped affecting his life, or if they just kind of gave up after a while. But he thought they were hackers that were taking vigilante justice on people on the internet. I hope they would forget me over time. I really did. But it wasn't over yet. So a few days later, I get a really simple text from him saying 1312020. Then the next day I get a message on Xbox Live, the same number. It's like he was double checking, making sure that I got the message. It was this moment where we basically went into pure detective mode. I gathered all my friends and we started doing research, and originally we thought it was a birthday. So I remembered the original message that we linked to letters, and it took us a while to get the order right, but then we realised what it was. 13/1/2020. MATT. So I'm currently living with my girlfriend's family at the moment, and obviously I haven't brought this up to any of them at this point, but my girlfriend's dad's name is Matt. So at this moment I'm really panicking. The thought that he would do something to someone else just because of me was a horrible feeling to have.
I'm gonna fucking kill you.
I'm a big movie geek and I've seen every movie under the sun, so I'm just thinking of all the horrible things that could happen. Wondering if this guy could truly be a psychopath. Then we had our first win in the case. So then he started sending coordinates, and the coordinates kind of linked to places around where I was living. And it was almost like he had my postcode, but he didn't have the exact address. But then getting all of the coordinates together, they basically made a triangle directly around my house. He was closing in on me. But then using Google Street View, Luke started to notice that all of the places that he sent had something in common. Jason's quick rubbish clearance, Jason's personal trainer, Jason's pest control services. Jason. It was this moment we realised that he was a fan of the John Pound.
That's my claymore. My side. He's here. No. Wait, that's it. We done it. Fuck yes, baby.
Down 3.
With the last full squad. Get in this building, everyone get in that building.
No, go left. Gone. Yes. Yes.
Very well played, man.
The Matt he was talking about wasn't my girlfriend's dad, it was Matt, as in my friend Matt, who we played together with on Xbox. And scrolling through each of the videos, we could find out all of the information that he had previously sent to me.
Go on, Jason, get him. Jason's fucking shredding. Go on, Jason, get him. Go on, Jason, get him. Go on, Jason, get him.
Jason's quick rubbish clearance, Jason's personal trainer, Jason's pest control.
Go on, Jason, get him. Jason's fucking shredding.
Yeah, who just shot Matt? Why are we moving? It's like we're walking into even more shit. Who just shot Matt? Why are we moving? Who just shot Matt?
13/1/2020. MATT. P.S. I hope Emily is doing okay.
Shot boys, the skeleton behind me. Yeah, the skeleton. Take my gun.
This is the day you always call Captain Jon Rigby. Captain Jon Rigby.
Nice night, Jon Rigby.
He got this information, must have looked me up on Facebook, catfish style, and that's how he found me. So we have about 8 subscribers, and then the analytics on the YouTube Creator app tells me that 20% of the people who subscribed are from England, and I'm pretty sure that just means Matt and Jason. So we're pretty sure that this guy wasn't English. So we made a video. Was it mature? No. Was it the right way to go? No. But we made a video titled "For You, Gavin." And we basically just took the piss out of him the entire time.
Just shut the fuck up, Gavin.
Hey, Gavin, I bet you pee sitting down, you old bitch.
Shut the fuck up, Gavin, you little cunt. You cunt, Gavin, shut up. Gavin. Gavin. Oh, you slag, you filthy slag. Gavin, get out of here. Shut up, Gavin, you creep, you little slapper. Fuck off.
Shut up, Gavin.
That on the health, that was great. Yeah.
Shut up, Gavin.
Stuck in the ring, they're stuck in the ring. They're stuck in the circle, that's it, it's game. Yes, I knew it, I fucking knew it. Ah,
Shut up, Gavin.
Yes. Yes.
And surprise, surprise, he did not reply.
Your photo video team are currently on the pilot boat, and we're going to be taken so we can film your transit through the Panama Canal.
Prior to this, I worked on cruise ships, and that meant I met thousands of people every single week. And in terms of Facebook, that meant I just got Facebook friend requests flooding in constantly. I would accept anybody, but then give them 24 hours. If they didn't speak to me or do anything interesting, I would just delete them again. So a week's pass, and I get a lot of friend requests, and one of the friend requests is from this guy, and I accept it, and I don't even think about it at the time. But then that guy messages me. It's a video of someone running, and then I notice who sent it. So I immediately dropped it into Premiere Pro and started rewatching it again and again, going through every single frame, trying to get some evidence or information that I could use against him. But what I found was much worse. He was really close. About a year ago, my girlfriend's parents had one of their bikes stolen from their garden, so they put up CCTV everywhere. So I started looking through the CCTV camera, seeing if I could find anything, see if I could spot this guy, but I couldn't find him anywhere. More recently though, we bought a nature camera. One of those ones you put into the garden, and when something moves in front of them, it starts recording for the next 10 seconds. My girlfriend's mum thought we had a hedgehog, so we thought it would be cool to capture images of it. So one morning my girlfriend's mum asks if we'd be messing around with the camera. We obviously had no idea what she's talking about until she showed us. So we called the police immediately. I explained to them everything, but essentially they couldn't do anything.
Enemy movement.
We had no evidence other than the camera, and we had no way to link them all, and we had no description of him. So there was nothing we could do. To be totally honest, it might not have been related to Gavin. You know, there's been people in the garden before, but it was obviously just a really weird time for that to happen. I was pretty sure it was him.
I'm gonna fucking kill you.
I thought about James and how we played a game against him and won, and it had stopped. So I decided to take that approach. I found him on Xbox and messaged him again. 1v1. If 1v1 is the video game equivalent of arranging a fight after school, it's when you have an argument with someone and then you want to decide who's better. So you go into a private game and you fight each other one by one, and whoever wins, wins. So I started the game and I invited him.
Team deathmatch. Get your teeth out. Time to hunt.
And waited. And waited. And waited. But then he joined. And we played. And to avoid being totally arrogant, I kicked his ass so hard. And then it was over. So there's a setting on Facebook, you can click on your friends to see first. So all of their posts, you will be at the top of your timeline and you'll get a notification when they post anything. When I realised Gavin had added me, I did that to him, which I obviously forgot about because he never posted anything. But then he uploaded a picture. It was up for about 30 seconds before being removed. Now my theory was he accidentally uploaded it to that Facebook account and it was meant to go on his own personal account. But either way, I managed to save the picture. I reversed image searched it. I found a name. I found a Facebook account. I found a family. I found a town. I found the house. So I messaged him. I found you. A few weeks later, I noticed that he was gone. He had vanished. He had blocked me from everything. Like a ghost, he was just gone. Then I got a link to a website. It was like YouTube, but there was less restrictions on what the videos could show. Someone had called the police saying that they had taken their own family hostage and they were going to kill them.
Let it go, dude. Let it go.
He said he had a gun and he was going to use it on them. It was a lie.
Let her go, man. I'm telling you right now. Don't do it, okay?
The police arrived. They raided the house to find a son playing Xbox.
Hey.
Unfortunately, the kid kept a toy gun next to his bed where he played. And he was holding it when the police walked in.
Hey.
A few days later, a news report came out saying the kid had no intention of killing anybody. It was just a toy. His name was Gavin. They tried to track the call that was made to the police, but it was anonymous. They had no idea where it came from. And that was the end.